We're at Waretown right now, Waretown, New Jersey, and we're not too far from the Albert's original cabin, which is about 5 miles down Wills Mills Road, where this all started back in the 40s and 50s. This is pre-Garden State Parkway, and the cabin they had no electricity. It was a kerosene lit thing, and they had well water and a kerosene stove. And it just kind of happened naturally in the Pinelands. That what do you do on a Saturday night when it gets dark? But here, George had his fiddle, Joe had the wash tub bass, a couple other fellows would come along with more fiddles, guitars, and they start jamming. They could play the old time songs. And this carried on for a number of years, until George became elderly and passed on, and Joe Albert could no longer keep the gatherings going because it was just too much for him. He's up in years too. So in 1974, we incorporated the Pinelands Cultural Society with the goal of building an Albert Hall someday and continuing the Saturday night presentations. This started with the Alberts originally. And it's kind of unique because nobody gets paid. Nobody receives any monetary payment, the management, the staff, or the musicians. People just gather to have a good time together, to socialize, to enjoy the music of each other, to learn songs from each other. And we're still doing that. And that's the concept here. You see them now on the porch, they're in the picking shed. Often they play in the parking lot, behind the building. We could have 5, 6 bands outside the building as well as 6 or 7 bands inside the building on a single night. So it's just a fun thing to do, a fun gathering. I think it's very important. And for new generations to see what previous generations have done. We are in the planning stage of putting our music into the Smithsonian Library of Congress and also in the Rutgers University archives. We record all our shows. We have recordings back in the early 70s, in fact. So these unique songs, which have, actually many of the songs have been born right here in New Jersey. That's what we're all about. We just have a good time doing it, but we do want to save it also for future generations, or for scholars who may want to see what has happened in the New Jersey Pinelands. Because the Pinelands aren't the same now as they used to be, obviously. We now have a parkway, we now have electricity, we have all these wonderful things, but the music is the same that you would hear years and years ago, and we love doing it.